Hello everyone. So today we are going to do some numericals based on the Kirchoff law. This is the figure given to us. It is the question taken up from your book only. I have taken it from the textbook. Now before starting with the numericals, let me tell you what does the Kirchoff laws tell you. There are two laws of Kirchoff. The first law says you that sigma I summation I equals to 0 means that this is the first law. It means that current emitting at any junction, the total current at any junction is 0. This is the first law. And the second law says you that del B equals to summation IR equals to 0 means that the difference in the potential, or we can say the voltage difference at any junction is 0. This is the second law. Now, and one thing more, when we apply the second law, what does we have to remember? We have to remember about the direction of the current. If we are moving in the direction of current, in that case the resistance should be taken as negative. अगर current की direction में बेटा move कर रहे हो तो in that case we have to take the resistance negative, and when we are moving opposite to the direction of current, in that case we have to take the resistance positive. So now first of all let us mark the direction of the current in this circuit. What we have to do, we have to find out the current flowing in each branch of the circuit. There are several branches, so what does we have to do? We have to find out the current flowing in each branch of this circuit. Now first of all let us mark the direction of the current. This is negative terminal and this is positive terminal, so the current will flow from positive to negative. Suppose the I1 current is flowing from here, I1 reaches here, यहाँ पे I1 जाएगा, ओके यहाँ पर भी I1 आएगा, ओके यहाँ पर भी I1 आएगा. Similarly, when we start from the battery 2, the EMF of the battery is 2.1 and its internal resistance is 2 ohm. This is battery E1 and its internal resistance is 1 ohms and it is of 4 volt. Now again from negative to positive, that means that suppose the current I2 is flowing from here. यहाँ से कितना current flow हो रहा है I2. The I2 will reach here. So this is I2. Suppose in this branch current I3 is flowing. Okay, so we have marked the direction of for current. Now let us mark the loop. Say this is my first loop and this is my second loop. The first loop हो गया, that means PQSP is the first loop and QRSQ is the second loop. So these are the two loops which we are having. So now what we have to do, we have to apply the Kirchoff law. That means we have to apply Kirchoff first law and second law and find out the value of this I1, I2 and I3. Now by applying the first law, current at any junction is 0. So by applying Kirchoff law, so we know that जो I3 होगा, it will be equals to I1 plus I2. That means inward current equals to outward current. यही बोलता है आपको summation I equals to 0 means के inward current क्या होगा, outward current के equal होगा, because when we shift them this side, it gives me 0. So by applying the Kirchoff first law, we are getting that the value of I3 will be equals to I1 plus I2. अब क्या करना है? Now take the first loop, write it here, by applying Kirchoff loop law in PQSP loop में हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं? We are applying Kirchoff loop law. इसमें Kirchoff loop law लगा रहे हैं. So remember the direction of the current. So we are moving from here. So this is 4 ohms. This is I1. So it means, and we are moving in the direction of current. So it means we get minus 4I1 in the direction. Resistance should be taken as negative. So minus R1. We come to this point. यहाँ पर आएंगे. Again we are moving in the direction of current. So it means again minus how much? 10I3. Okay. Minus 10I3. Now when we move this side, so we are moving from negative to positive, negative से positive जा रहे हैं. We are moving from negative to positive. So negative to positive means that the value of E1 should be taken as positive and the internal resistance of this battery is 1 ohm, so that means we have to minus 1 I1, because in this branch the current flowing is I1 equals to how much? Equals to 0. Now simplify this equation. For after simplifying what we are getting now, that to put the values, E1 की value डाल दो, and this is I3 की value डाल दो. From equation 1 से I3 की value is I1 plus I2, so 4I1 and 1I1 how much? It will be minus 5I1 and minus 5I1 and a minus 10 आ गया, and the value of I3 is how much? It is I1 plus I2, and E1 की value है how much? The value of E1 is 4 volt, and this we have added here equals to how much? Equals to 0. So multiply this 10 inside, so we are getting minus 5 I1 and a minus 10 I1, okay, minus 10 I1 and plus, not plus, minus 10 I2 and equals to minus 4. This we are getting on solving it, but we are getting 5 and 10. So it means it gives me minus 15 I1 and minus 10 I2 equals to minus 4. Take the minus common, this will get cancelled. So we are getting 15 I1 plus 10 I2 equals to 4. See, this is your second equation. Okay, this is your second equation. Now, what we have to do, we have to apply KCL, Kirchoff loop law in this second loop. So by applying, write it here, by applying Kirchoff loop law in QRSQ, means QRSQ में Kirchoff loop law we are applying. So now see here, see the direction of current. So we are moving from here. So we are moving against the direction of current. So that means the resistance should be taken as positive. So we are getting 3. What is the current flowing in this in this branch is I2. So we get 3 I2 and it is 3 I2. Then we reach here R पे आ गए. R पे again the current is how much? Current is I2. So I2 into, again we are moving in the against the direction of the current. So it gives me how much? Plus का 2 I2. Okay, then we are moving from positive to negative. So that means minus E2, and then we have to move in this branch. So again we are moving against the direction. So that means it will be positive. So positive 10 I3 equals to 0. So this we are getting. So इसको solve कर लेते हैं. This will be 3 I2 and this is 2 I2. So that they get added. So how much we get? We get 5 I2 plus, and from shift this side plus and put the value of I3. So 10 I1 plus I2 equals to, the value of I2 is how much? It is 3.5. So we have put it 3.5. So now what we have to do? Now we have to solve this. So multiply this. So we get 5 I2 and plus 10 को multiply किया. So we are getting 10 I1 and plus 10 I2 equals to 3.5. और solve किया तो 5 I2 and 10 I2 gives me 15 I2 plus 10 I1 equals to how much? 3.5. Say this is the second equation here. Now solving from equation from, it is not second, it is third. From equation second and third को ले लो. क्या करना है? इसको solve करना है. So we are taking दोनों की दोनों equations को लिया मैंने. So my second equation is 15 I1 plus 10 I2 equals to 4 है, and 15 I2 means I2 को लिख देते हैं I2 के नीचे, and plus 10 I1 equals to 3.5. दिस इज योर सेकेंड इक्वेशन एंड दिस इज योर थर्ड इक्वेशन. क्या करें, इसको 10 से मल्टीप्लाई कर दो, इसको 15 से मल्टीप्लाई कर दो. On multiplying, what you will get 150 I1 plus 100 I2 equals to 40. Similarly from here, so that means 150 I1 plus 15 into 15 gives me 225 I2, and 15 into 325, 15 5 is 75, so 75, 7 carry, 15 is 45, so it gives me 5 to 8 point after one place. So now what we have to do, minus कर देते हैं, minus minus and minus, this get cancelled, and from here we are getting how much? We are getting 125. So we are getting 125 I2, and from here we are getting 12.5. So circuit is not required anymore. Circuit is not required anymore. So let me rub the circuit. बिकॉज क्वेश्चन अभी सॉल्व पूरा नहीं हुआ है, तो लेट मी रब द सर्किट. सर्किट आपके पास ऑलरेडी है. सो फ्रॉम हियर 125, सो वी गेट 1 I2 इक्वल्स टू हाउ मच? 12.5 अपॉन 125, so we get how much? 0.1. So the value of I2 is 0.1. Now let us calculate the value of I1. So you can take any equation. यहाँ से ये वाली equation ले लेते हैं हम लोग. So it will be 15 I1 plus 10 into 0.1 and equals to how much? Equals to 4. So we get 15 I1 equals to, shift हो जाएगा. So we are getting 3. So I1 equals to how much? It will be, we are finding I1, so I1 will equals to 0.2. The point is there now, so we get the value of I1, we get 2, and when we are getting the value of I1, so we can calculate the value of I2 also. Okay, so it is 3 and it is 15. So 3 upon 15. So 3 upon 15 means we can solve it and we get 0.2. So this is the value of I1. So the value of I3 equals to I1 plus I2. So value of I3 will be 0.1 plus 0.2. So that means the value of I3 is 0.3 ampere. Don't forget to write the units. So unit नहीं लिखोगे तो the marks will be deducted. So this is your answers. Okay, so we can take few more numericals, okay, in the next video. So for today only this much. Thank you very much.